take a deep breath. Because I am kind of frustrated with stuff, but like coming up with solutions. So I wanted to disable Optimus on my laptop. Sure, sorry. Want to disable Optimus so I could get a higher frame rate. And this just does not work as it'll work on any other computer with a native USB-C output at 1080p 120 hertz. But the stream will naturally go down to 60 hertz anyways. And there are USB-A to HDMI outputs. They're just more limited than these are. So I can hook this up to my phone. It's really nice, but kind of wasted $20. So there's just a bit of finagling going on. But I'm gonna order a $40. It's very nice, high quality USB-A. 1080p, 60 hertz, because at least I'm getting high performance out of the GPU if it switches to the dedicated GPU doing this. And this hasn't been done on lower end laptops, I don't think people try to do this kind of stuff usually. They usually try to do it on the USB-C, you know, it just doesn't have a mux switch. I haven't found anything online that talks about these older GTX 1050 Dell laptops where they have tried doing this, but I'm not saying that they haven't, I just haven't found anything, so I'm going to tell you guys whether this works. Right. I think I'm just gonna pull up a game so I can at least kind of think on things while we're doing this. Alright. I'm testing out 1080p at 10,000 kilobytes per second. So we're going full quality. Hopefully. There's no delay I'm seeing, except I'm seeing an issue with the scaling. That's interesting. Okay. Let's go back. Let's try to fix this. So there's quite a bit of stuff I'm trying to work. Okay, it definitely just scaled it down. At least that's something we know we can fix. That's simple enough. It looks like it updated from the 1600 by 900 to the 1080p. Output, and we're seeing it show up. There's just so much on my mind that I want to work on, but I need to just kind of pace it out. Chewing on too much is not good for me. It's very unhealthy. So let's just jump into this. Consistency of my content is important to me, but the quality of my gameplay or whatever we're trying to put out, anything I'm working on, I want the quality to go up as much as I can get it. So that's kind of where the concerns are going forward with this. I don't want to see myself kind of like settle. I don't know how to explain it. This is an emotional thing for me. This is not like I'm actually putting emotion into this more. I don't want to see myself settle like I used to with certain things. But But at the same time, I have this one laptop. I got a lot of other responsibilities I gotta worry about. So it's like if I spend $40 to mod this computer, that's fine. I don't want to spend $600. That was the debate in my mind, was to buy a used computer, a 16 or 9600K, just something simple, and get it used. But then I think this computer's good enough for most of the stuff we're trying to do with it. Why is this being dumb? It's being dumb. Alright. Not responding. I need to keep iterating to myself that I'm just here. I got what I got. And I'm not gonna stress myself out with things not working the way I wanted to. I'll just adjust and make another choice and move forward. That's what I'm gonna do. It's okay. Also, I bought my roommate this controller. This is just dumb stuff. This doesn't even matter. I bought my roommate this controller, and half of the board is like crapped out. Like this doesn't work. This doesn't work. The D-pad and the walking. Camera's fine. Everything else is fine. So I'm gonna buy a new board for this, like a really cheap one that's just like I can replace it. This thing was like $40, but it's an Xbox Series X controller. It's a nice controller. So I feel really bad because I bought it used. I could have waited and spent like $60 to $70, but I'm like, that's so much money. So much. It shouldn't cost that much, but it just that's where I'm upset right now is money. I'm upset. Because I want to put it towards things that are actually going to do what I need them to do. And I'm not just flushing essentially $60 down the toilet. So I gotta be better. I don't know why this just froze again. At least the 1080p looks nice. I'm just gonna force restart the PC here. It's just not responding. Like the whole thing is frozen. Wait, okay, it responded. I do not want to do that thing where I unplug the cable. I've done that before. It's really dangerous to do because I turned off drive caching. Meaning we're very likely to have corrupted files if we do that. And I have some other frustrations going on with work, with things that have been going on I can't even talk about that have to do with me living here. Just small stuff accumulates. And I feel like I got more pressure on me as an adult, but as like kind of a guide or leader in people's lives. And I'm trying to stay humble and calm through that. Like, I don't want... Oh. It's not even showing up now. Our disk detached. Literally while we were messing with this stuff. That's crazy. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm not sure why it's booting it out. This is here's what's crazy. This wasn't necessarily an issue before. This was only after I updated drivers using CCleaner. I was just letting it auto install updates. I should have created a backup, man. I think what happened was it tried to update a driver for the SSD. If I get a faulty driver, that's going to be really frustrating. Let's see if it reattached. Nope. That's crazy. I'm not about ready to play OG Skyrim. I am not gonna download a game. Not even gonna worry about it. Oof. And I want to iterate that I want to make this channel a way of coping mentally, not running away from problems, not talking about them. It's so important to me that I am upfront about it as much as I can be, where it's appropriate, where it's applicable. I'm trying to organize my thoughts. Wait a minute, that's reversed. I was like, I need my switch so I can turn down the audio. What's nice is I have this little button here. I can just turn the audio up and down whenever I need it to. So I don't have to worry about it. So I can keep it low if I need to hear people talk and not have to adjust anything. I was like kind of worried that I was worried about me turning down the volume in the background for the game. It's really quiet now. Yeah. Either too quiet or too loud. We'll just turn the master volume down naturally so that we'll put it down to 60. Yeah. Which is perfect. Because I noticed in the streams the audio is just really loud and we don't want that. This is also simultaneously a test. We're testing out the 1080p mode, even though this game's not natively in 1080p. I just don't want to lose any more quality to the stream. And I'm gonna admit something. I really just want a game by myself. Like, I want to stream on my own, get myself accustomed to. That's a cool looking antenna. I think it's epic looking. Looks like a flower, bro. Oh yeah. It's a solar panel type looking thing. Yeah. Those look like lightsabers. All right, let's find some type of mission to do. At least I know for one, since we're already at 60 hertz, if I just get used to the 60 hertz mode and stop complaining that, oh, it's not 120. Like, it's naturally gonna just start. I'll start getting used to it, especially if I drop the latency on my TV. We're not even on game mode right now. Hold on. It's annoying when I switch it because it literally will reset the whole thing. Actually, what's weird, it feels worse on game mode, but 120 hertz mode feels fine on game mode, but I can just see the frames. I don't know how to explain this, but I might just leave it off. Yeah. We'll just leave it off. I think. Whoa. I think my headspace. I need it to be in a better place. I need to be more mature. I have to reroute my thoughts. Because there's two ways I can handle something, and it's either in a really immature way or it's in a very careful, methodical way. That's just the duality of me. I can't explain how that works, but I know that I have two sides, two ways, and I just need to breathe with all these problems in front of me. Noticing my frame rate's better all of a sudden. Like, is that because of this area we're in? Oh yeah. They just fell over. All I did was hit a tree. Yeah, I was like, here's the thing. Growing up, I was a very vocal, very involved person. I was very physically involved in things. I love to make stuff. I love to learn stuff and just use I learn with my hands, dude. Like building with Legos and stuff. I feel trapped. I feel like if I don't do something like this, that sort of makes me feel like I'm doing something that is me. My hands involved, I'm touching a controller, I'm messing with something, I'm thinking, I'm talking. I'm alone in my own room. I got my freaking sound panels. I get to just say whatever the frick I want to say. And I can't explain this. How emotionally frustrated I am and at peace I am at the same time with that. I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to get over my past, and I need to learn to talk about it more. This is hard, and it's like I word it and I glance over some stuff because I don't want to emphasize too much on it because I know where it takes my head. I know where I go, and I get stuck on those things if I don't try to lightly explain them. But it's about my trauma, and everybody has trauma. Everybody. And what's crazy is the more you're aware of that in life, you're not so alone and you're not so angry at yourself, and you're not in denial of getting help. Because I was in denial and I was angry. I was so angry for at least 2 years. when I found out how bad it was, that because I wanted to kill myself. I didn't know what I was doing with my life. It was because I was literally unprepared for the world. Like I just was like a total baby, and I was turning into something. I was turning into a monster because of how scared I was. And I can't tell you how scared I was. But when I tell you that I was suicidal, it was that real for me that I needed to figure things out getting out of high school and relearn everything. Starting from the age of 19, going into the age of 20 and 21. 2 years. I was frustrated and trying to figure out what that functionality actually looks like. Having a job, paying rent, taking care of myself, and getting here to where I'm at has been so hard. And I've been fighting for this. I've been fighting to learn about this shit, this fucking computer, any PC, how to run a game, just the backbone structure of how to do these things. On top of getting myself together and getting my life together. And I'm sitting here in front of you telling you that like I don't stop trying. I rebuilt all of this from the money I had. And when I can't get something like this working, I feel like punching a wall. I feel like but that's not the point. That's not what I'm really upset about. It's because I still have growing to do. I still need to learn that things are not going to go my way. That I need to be patient again and again. Life will always throw a curveball. Always. And I need to be strong and mature. Not for me, not just me, but you guys. People I live with. And I try so hard to be that person. I can't say how many times I've failed and I've fallen and just completely lost my shit because things were too much for me. I've done that. I don't want to do that anymore. I just need to get myself some water or something. It's like, maybe I also have this mild headache. And I'm like, dude, headache, drink water. Hold on. Take care of myself. Take care of myself. And I know for a fact now that I know how to take care of me and I know how to take care of others because I've also learned that taking care of kids, taking care of, a partner, at least, as much as I could when I was going through what I was going through. Now that I'm at a stage where I need people to be able to learn to take care of themselves, and I'm gonna show them how. It's like I'm now at the other side. I'm almost 26. It's crazy to admit this, but I don't feel 26. I feel like I'm both 40 years old and still 19 years old. Put together. I'm neither mature or I'm very immature and too mature in certain areas. In the areas that I need to have just this baseline how I treat people, how I interact, how social can I be? 'Cause I have moments where I just don't even want to be a human. I'm just like a total stranger. Get away from me, don't talk to me. I'll just look at you like you're like I don't, and we probably talked before. That's what's crazy. And I know that that's my guard. That's my reaction to being homeless, getting in fights constantly growing up, being as angry as I've been, and me just trying not to show you what I'm going through. That's something I do. Whew. I need to work on that. Really do. There's another thing is gaming is not what I see it now. Like when I was growing up and got into this stuff around the age of 14, I didn't really think about what this would do to me and for my mental health, where I was at. And I thought to myself, what is worse, for what is less bad than the other problems I have or the other addictions I have to deal with, the problems I don't know how to deal with. So the pipeline was, well, very depressed, permanently, chronically depressed, all the time. Like it does not go away from me because I've been depressed so long. Like it's very difficult, and I find that when I do have some moments, here's what's crazy, is it's the morning walks back from work. Just the short walk back, I got a moment of peace. I'm like, things are okay. And then that goes away again for a little bit, but then I go cook, or I go clean. And I get a sense of, okay, things are okay for a little bit. Just a moment. But I didn't do this before. No, what I would do is sit in that frustrated mindset and go watch porn or play video games and just sit on that for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours non-stop, neglecting myself and everyone around me. I'm not perfect. I'm definitely far from perfect. I'm so broken in that way. But now I know the value and how to manage this. It's like now it's like come back to it. I took a long break, a long refresh from this. And now I get to sit and choose. Say, well, do I feel like gaming? I don't have to sit and cope with it. Cope with anything. I can do what I need to do and still find joy in other tasks. And ask myself, can I play a game right now and set a certain amount of time for it because I did my chores and I took care of things? All right, now I feel like I can earn this, and I'm not angry or resentful about anything. I'm trying to run away to this, to not deal with the other stuff. It's such a milestone for me that I don't have this toxic association with it. And here's the thing is, I found a lot of relatable stuff in this game. Cyberpunk 2077 was not just something I sat and tried to optimize so that I could show you guys how to run it, but it suddenly became a very emotional, kind of an emotional support game with a lot of the stuff that they talk about in it. And it's just kind of been there.
Hey, you!
Since 2020, when it came out. I pre-ordered it in 2019. I've just been launching this game non-stop over and over. And I know all of its dumb quirks, and now that I'm seeing they're fixing it, I don't have to sit and worry, but just kind of like enjoy this environment I'm in. But I'm not attached to it like I used to be. It's like, let's say I was addicted to this game, I was addicted to fixing it. It's like a drug. You get I got a dopamine release, a massive dopamine release from making a video about it. And now that I'm saying I'm done, but we're not gonna run away from this game. It's like me serving you an alcoholic drink and saying I'm not gonna drink anymore. And the only way I could really encapsulate or wrap my mind around what that is going through rehabilitation centers, trying to get out of being from homelessness to getting stable. I was faced with this fact that you need to be able to be around the addiction and not think you need it to be okay, and be able to work with other people in that area just where you were and pull them out of that place. And this pattern, or this behavioral understanding that I'm talking about, I can't say who or what this is, but this is what I'm going through with somebody I'm living with, that I'm trying to go back. It's like going back in time or something, and seeing where I was and recognizing how broken I was before, and caring and loving that person where they're at, and not trying to change them too quick, but slowly and surely guide them out of that place and give them a better, healthier association with gaming, essentially, so that they are more mentally stable, less depressed, obviously, and anxious. I can't do that alone, and I feel like here's the credit I give. I give God credit for going through everything I went through, and then giving me somebody that is simultaneously like me, but completely different at the same time. Why are people yelling? And I feel like that is such a blessing in disguise. I have to praise God. I have to thank what I have, despite how difficult these challenges are. You're always going to be challenged. I don't care what you believe in. Whatever religion or belief you have, you're going to be tested. And we're going to blanket statement it and call it the universe. The universe will test you. It will throw so much in your way when you think. Because you were being refined. You were growing. And you can't grow without these things that are reflections of your accomplishments. And you cannot ever take those accomplishments for granted and think you're all that. Now, like, look at what I did. No, you're going to get brought back down to earth and be reminded other people are not where you were at, and you need to reach back where they are and pull them out, or try to show them. And also let them fail. Let them fail and give them good advice and step away. That's hard for me. I am I'd say a micromanager sometimes. So much in my life I would want to be involved in all the things that were going wrong, because either I was depressed about it, or I was like, fuck this, let's do something, let's fix it, let's motivate people. And now I'm finding a balance somehow. Somehow I'm doing this. It feels like, because half of me doesn't want to do it, half of me is like, this is impossible. But I don't want to do what I used to do, which was yell at you, sometimes berate you with honesty, but too, it's sometimes it was so honest that it wasn't appropriate at the time. You weren't ready for it. Being that person to wait and listen to you and know what you're ready for. I don't know how I'm doing it. I really don't. I can't explain that. Let's see what these guys are doing. Smack.
Juice you with lead! Shit! This bitch!
Seriously, I'm out of ammo. Also, I think I leave music off because I don't want the copyright.
Найду тебя, сука, и ноги повыдергаю. Тогда
And
не будешь.
literally, I'm doing what I set out to do. As I'm talking to you, this is what this channel is about. It's about reflection and it's about blending together the realities of things
У тебя с носа
in the best
потекло.
possible way,
Yes, попал!
at least explanation-wise. It's helping
Перезаряжай!
my brain associate my emotions with my logic. Because the weird parallel of why I gamed was to avoid logic, was to avoid reasoning. But I would never be able to find myself enjoying the game because some part of me was logically thinking, if I don't fix this running on my PC, I'm never gonna be happy. And then I thought, I don't want to stop fixing things. This makes me feel like I'm powerful. This makes me feel like I can do anything. And I did have a massive ego issue with it. Like, look at me, dude. I can do what nobody else can do because I did all this research. Dude, just because I did all the work, you could do all the hard work and you still didn't learn anything. That's a tough pill to swallow. Especially for me, because I wanted glory. I wanted to be like, I'm a freaking legend. And you know what's cool is you're already special. Even if you don't know it, the potential of what you can do, not what you did, what you can do is amazing. You have so much to offer this world. Still, despite what accomplishments or what failures. Don't let the failures guide you one way, and don't let the successes guide you. Stay on what your heart knows, what your soul knows. And this is getting into some deep stuff, but my soul knows that I need to tie in spiritualism somehow. This is crazy. Into gaming. This is the position I'm put in. No matter where I veer off, something kicks in. Some kind of urge or thought, or somebody on the outside will say something to me about this stuff. And my mind starts circulating it. It starts understanding more of who I am, why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's like I was built to do this. It's such a strange feeling. Being a mental health support type person, knowing that emotions being neglected is my hyper fixation. but also going into a place that is emotionless and bringing in my deepest truth, my spiritualism about who I am, what I'm trying to do, is why I changed the name of the channel. I changed the name because, well, I didn't fully change it. I added on to it because there's a missing authenticity that we need to have. We just need it. And no matter what, I'm gonna stay true to that. And now I am who I wanted to be, not who I thought I was. I'm not saying I'm a legend, but these actions entail honor. They entail wanting better things for you. So make that what it be. I'm not going to give it a title. I'm not going to give it a label. I'm going to say what the goals are, what the intention is, and you get to decide what that is for you. That's making me really understand that the impact I have on somebody else outside of this. I'll get this out of this camera. If you click on this video, there's so much. There's a wonderful relationship I have with God now. He made me this way to find him. And to bring God, the universe, if you want to call it, whatever you believe in, into this, that is our truth that we can all kind of agree on and learn from. It's kind of like new waters, but old. It's like, let's bring the old into the new. And I remember talking about, someone was asking me, is your birthday coming up? And I thought about this. It's like, someone wants to do these things for me, and they're asking me what I like, what I enjoy. And I said I like old things, but I also like new things, new life, exciting new energy. It's more of an energy than it is like, it has to be new and I don't care. It's about it being innocent and open. I like wisdom. So the things in my life are indications of that. How I live. Who I am. I feel like a 40-year-old person, and I feel like a 19-year-old. I literally am the things I like. If you already are the things you like, you don't need anything. That's deep, but it's true. You don't need anything if you already are. You gotta associate your behaviors around the extensions of yourself. Don't make the extensions of yourself who you are, because that is a delusion. So if I say gaming is who I am, or I say, you know, the cool clothes I got or the friends I got, it makes me who I am. Those things come and go. They will fade, and you'll have to bring them back again and fight for them again. Your life is temporary, but the underlying meaning of it, you are the only person who gets to take it with you. You know you better than anybody. And the only person who knows you better than you is God. So, take that with what you will as well. But when I say I like old things, I like novelty, hard work, handmade stuff, wood, natural colors, just things that are ageless, timeless. And I don't want to try to prove to you anything by expressing that. I'm not trying to prove who I am anymore. That's crazy. I'm not. You should always be the person to love yourself for you, for who you are. And say, I'm here, like, to yourself, say this to yourself. I'm here for me first. And I'm going to let life change me. And I'm gonna learn. And I'm gonna stay humble. And I'm not gonna neglect myself anymore. Done with that. Like, let that life go. Let it die. Because that wasn't you in the first place. That was something you adopted. That was something you made work. That never worked. Because it always led to the same problems, the same outcome. And you're sitting there like, what now? All my friends are gone, all my family is gone. And it's just me. Me against the demons, basically. My demons, my past. My past is my worst enemy. Me dwelling on the mistakes is what kills me slowly. And I still have moments like that. There's people in my life that I feel like I've really, really wronged, and I still have moments where I'm mad at them, but it's not even their fault. Because the only person I can change, the only person I can blame right now for what I'm doing in this moment is me. And that's where you gotta have some grit. You have to start crawling out. Wherever you're at, where you feel like you can't stand up to that fact, you gotta stand up to it. And let yourself grow through that. So I'm gonna change me because I'm the only person that can be changed in this. I'm gonna turn the other cheek to all the bullshit that I'm receiving. Because that wasn't even me in the first place. Express yourself when things are hard. I've been watching The Walking Dead recently, and this show, every time I watch it, I'm reminded of that. Being yourself and being human when things are not perfect, when they're just nasty and terrible, and you have no choice with these circumstances, and making the best of it is the definition of beauty and perfection. That is the definition of refinement in yourself. And there's nothing I would want more is to face life in that way.
Hello, V. I need you to go to the specified coordinates and acquire a certain van for me. And mind the local fauna. By that, I mean the animals. Briefs attached.
Alright, let's save real quick. And to think, there was a moment today I was like, I don't want to do anything today. I don't want to push myself. I had that moment. And then I was like, I looked around me and I said to myself, you have the power to do whatever you want. Obviously within reason. That's like not like hurting somebody, but I have control. Just let that sink in. Like really sink in. Like you might go, yeah, of course I got control. Let it sink in. Let people be angry at you. Let them push you out. Let them drive you out into the wilderness. And then accept that you are now making your own choices. And then climb back and take care of your own. Hold on to your values that you've learned from that. And let go what isn't serving you anymore. And just there's such a sense of peace in knowing now my choices are actually what I want, but they're also what I need, and like to align them. It's such a balance. It's such a beautiful quality. My needs and my wants are now lining up. But before, I had such an attitude or difficulty accepting that the person I needed to be wasn't me at that time.
У меня в печенье было.
It was pride.
Crazy!
That I felt like I knew better. And now that I say to myself, if I feel like I'm so right all the time, prove me wrong. I want to be proven wrong. I want you to be upfront and real and raw, and if you need to tell me whatever truth that is on your mind and you feel it absolutely as genuinely as it is, tell me. And I will learn to accept it. Because there's nothing more important in this life than that. Your honesty. How you really feel. Even if it is messed up. Even if you're, trying to figure out. I know because of how much I've struggled how to recognize, even when you're angry, that you're not trying to hurt me. You're trying to find comprehension of your own thoughts. To stabilize yourself. To be able to focus better.
Looks clear to me.
And not enough people are willing to embrace that. I'd say, like, a counselor, there's so many that are out there, but it's not as common as you think. It's like a brother or a dad just loving you so much. But I'd ask myself, where does it come from? And I'm like, this has to be God. This has to be. There can't be a deeper desire to let you express how angry and still love you. Still want to fight for you.
Squeeze the bitch dry.
And fight for yourself. It's like I learned to want to fight for me. I made life. God help me make life have meaning now.
Come on. You see that ugly face of yours? Shit makes me hard.
I just made all the things in my mind that went wrong, not so bad. Failed so bad before. I'm okay. I pulled myself through it. I said I need to be more honest. I need to get my thoughts in a better headspace. And I just did it. I just did it. I felt like I went through a bunch of obstacles. Just by reminding myself all the ones that I've already accomplished or gone through. So trippy. It's trippy how the brain works. Like, I'm not trying to sound deep. It's just that's just how I see things. But it's still so trippy.
Go, go, go!
That's crazy. I didn't die from my own nade right there. I thought I would have died, bro.
Hold on! I'm reloading! Hammer acid!
I wonder what a gaming laptop is like in the 2077 era. Because obviously technology was
This happening!
not hidden from the world, and they gave everybody like full access to tech. What this is. So it's like the government decided to exploit, or companies exploited, you know, and got. I'm not saying like, oh, we got calculators back in the 1800s or whatever. Like, that's not. I don't think that's what this is. I think this is just actually where we're at, truthfully. And the world just isn't caught up to it right now.
Make her bleed! Oh!
I believe that. It's a really strange, trippy feeling, but this game just has a sense of reality to it that goes beyond itself. It really does. And I don't really have that feeling with other games. Let's go down.
Not the van we're looking for. Check out these tracks, though. Go deeper down the tunnel.
Dang it. Dang it! We got somebody watching. I don't know who, but hello, hello. Let's go, let's go. We're gonna just take out this whole lower area. Yep. I really feel like I can game right now. Like I can actually focus because I opened up. Oh my gosh. I'm bridging the separation I have, because there is a sense of like, I put up a guard before I even record. I'm like, I gotta be this type of person when I record, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, you're killing your content. You're killing the potential of what this video could be.
I know where you're hiding.
So, I hope that I don't do that anymore. Trying not to.
How the hell?
Pistol bitch!
Shoot, 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 shoot. No.
Got you now! You're welcome! Hold on!
Gotta regen, gotta regen.
Pistol bitch! Shoot! No!
Come on.
Fuck! Fuck!
Yeah, that dude. Yeah.
Come on, you pussy! Nail that face to the wall!
Damn it. Come on.
Gotta reload!
Cool.
Go, go, go!
Alright, let's just do quick hacks because we're out of ammo. Take him out. I'm gonna pull up chat. I don't know if anybody's gonna say hey or whatever, but you do what you want. I'm not gonna force you. There's none of that. None of that shenanigan. Say hi to me so I feel better about my stream. Hit like and subscribe, please. I don't give a shit about that, dude. The fact that you're here right now in this moment in life, 'cause life is too damn short for me to care about me or my needs as much. I'm glad you're just enjoying the video or stream, okay? That's it.
What the?
And I really wish I could tell you when I'm gonna stream in the future if I had a better way to get a schedule, but I just don't. So, I mean, subscribing would help you be able to, like, see when I'm uploading, but that's only for you. That's not for me, because I'm not trying to make a profit off of this right now. I'm really not focused on that. But, yeah, I'm just saying, there's no way for me to say, I'm gonna stream tomorrow, and guarantee that, because things are, they don't always go the way I want them to go. That's what I say. Yeah, subscribing might help with that.
What the?
So, I was talking about how I watched The Walking Dead earlier, but also there's a few other shows that I like to watch. Who the heck is the person who's trying to freaking? Oh, I like watching Stranger Things. Another show that really helps me deal with stuff. I find certain shows I can just watch over and over and over. Avatar: The Last Airbender is another one. I love that show. I actually purchased that, but I don't have it. I have it. It's back in Washington State. I gotta get that stuff mailed to me. Now, hold on. Maybe we could save right now. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Wait. Got a little, he's a little goon. Skipping and hopping over there. And he's dead.
Where's my little bitch at?
That's right. Can I? Ah, I wish. I wish we could just take control. That would be cool. Yeah, certain shows, man. I could just, and movies. There's certain movies. They got, I get this quality from my grandfather. He's like that. He just has a certain amount of shows and movies he watches and that he always goes back to, because he finds a deep meaning in them. Not everyone's like that. Not everyone's like, I'm a hardcore movie, TV show fanatic. I like watching the behind the scenes. I like knowing like all about it. Like being a hardcore fan about anything is, especially me being a hardcore fan about this game. Like, I could play this game over and over for the rest of my life. I could. because I've been stuck with it for so long. I'm a very dedicated person to the things I enjoy. And it's not just that I enjoy it, I want to make content.
Dick's hard!
Punch your abs. Hit his leg though. Okay then. Yeah. Alright.
They want you to wet yourself every time you hear footsteps behind you. Whenever somebody knocks at your door.
Almost there. Get to the van. Got to the van. Okay. I'm at the van, bro. Okay, get in. I didn't get that prompt. I have this urge to close the back though in the front. Like I don't want to actually drive it like this. You know, I really do want them to add a fixing your vehicle mode, like extra detail. Just like when they updated Skyrim for survival mode, they have these tedious like puzzle solving tasks to make the game feel ultra realistic. So basically an added DLC, not a mod, for ultra realism. Wait, what's that red box? Oh, it's a quick hack. Let's connect. Let's see what we find. Oops. Well, this is the only BD. There's no 7A after that. Dang it. I'm just gonna run with that. I don't even care. Okay, overheat. Okay, whatever. Ooh.
See that ugly face of yours?
Yeah, buddy. I could have stopped and shot them, but eh. Do we have to? Oh my gosh. The stream's actually not looking bad. If we can maintain a 1080p, you know, decent quality stream like this, I'm gonna stick with the whole laptop mini PC kind of setup because of how minimalistic and it's not in my face. There's not all these things I have to worry about if something goes wrong. I mean, the mini PC costs like $200 to $300, which I can easily replace. All it is a CPU with it a dedicated graphics built in. So it's basically a Steam Deck with Windows on it. 16 gigabytes of RAM. They make them affordable now. They make them very cheap and affordable. Park the van. We passed it. And if I can get Optimus finally disabled, which is the goal, which was the whole point, me buying this external USB to HDMI adapter, I will settle for 60 hertz. I don't care if we can do this. And get the games to run at a higher frame rate so that they run smoother. Which will make it more watchable and enjoyable for you guys. And I don't have to buy a new computer. I don't want to buy a new computer right now. I'm thinking I might wait a year or two
I like folks
and
who
just
know how
wait
to
for
leave
the
a
40
lasting impression.
series to go down in
I
price
think I'll close
and
this
let the
contract
50 and
hold on
60
to your
series
number
come
for a
out. And
while.
I just won't even touch them. I don't care. Like, imagine to get a 4060 Ti or 4070 laptop or whatever. It doesn't matter. And it's like, it goes down to like $600. Now that's worth it. That's a really good upgrade for around the same price that this laptop costs. And albeit, mind you, I didn't buy this laptop. It was given to me by my ex. So, yeah, it's a blessing. And the fact that it's small enough and it's been there. Every other computer I've had, I've either had to sell, broke, give away. But this thing's just kind of been there, you know? So it's not just the fact that I'm fixing her up because she can run a game. It's because it's just been my constant computer in the background. That thing has been a dedicated streaming computer. It's been subject to some extreme overclocking. I've crashed it a million times. I've reset the OS. I can't explain how. Like, I've been through hell and back. Who the heck and why the heck are they shooting? Just turn it off. Just hit the switch. Like, why? Why you shoot me? I don't understand. Okay. Do another mission. Except I gotta use the restroom, and then I'll let you guys stare at this beautiful umbrella water scene real quick. Okay. Oh shit. Sorry. I'm kicking things. I don't know what I did, but I suddenly like tweaked my shoulder. I gotta stretch out. Oh my god! No, I really gotta stretch out. That's. I've been sitting too much today. Too much. Oof. So here's okay. I'll tell you what this is. You could put sand or water in it, and it's called a Exerbell. It's like a dumbbell. And then I found this this rubber strap you put on like vehicles and stuff, and I attached it to it so it's easier to pick up. And then I put this Velcro handle on it, and I just kind of lift, and it allows me to push my arm and my muscles out. They don't hurt. You can tell I'm struggling when I do that, right? You see me? Ooh. Yep. It helps though. It really does. Builds strength. It's just filled with water. Here's a fun story. One time I came back and it was spilled everywhere. And it did go into the floor and it bubbled a little bit, and I cleaned up as much of it as I could. Here's the crazy part. At work, I could hear in the back of my mind, just before I came back, what if it spills? I come back and it spilled. Literally. Like I knew it was gonna happen. So when I leave it on my deck now. I don't even want to leave it in here ever again. Because of that one crazy moment of like, I can hear a small voice telling me it's probably gonna spill. That's a true story. The weight helps my back. If I lean back like this, it helps. Because mainly my stomach, if I'm leaning too far forward right here, this gets tight. And it pulls, strengthens the core. Right. Enough schmack, time to get back. Also, I might be spending over like $400 this paycheck to get the rest of my room situated. I have no way to organize my clothing right now. It's just in a bag. And I'm tired of it. I'm digging around for socks, underwear, shirts, and I just want all of it to just be more manageable. But I need it to be cheap. And I came up with this crazy solution. You'd be like, what is this crazy solution? Well, it's a towel rack, but it goes out roughly 6 inches, and there's a second like you could look up clothing rack for a wall, it'll be like $100. But you look up something else that folded clothes can go on, which would be a towel rack. It has a second shelf on it. So I can put pants, shirts, my main stuff, and then throw the socks and the underwear in the bag, because I can find that easily, and then find another solution for those later. I'm gonna put it right here on my wall. Just right behind my bed. And I'm like, it looks sleek. It looks nice. It's just bars and a shelf. And it just sits on your wall. Simple. I'm like, how unconventional and unique can that be? But like, it's also a creative DIY kind of idea. I'm taking something that isn't what that's meant for and finding a use for it. And saving a bunch of money, because this thing only costs like $20. You can put rolled up or folded clothes or folded fabric items on it. I've never seen this thing before. Can I punch it? Nope.
Contract is a contract. You can't just turn your back on it.
But circumstances have changed.
We're still in this.
Nope.
Are we not?
So yeah, there's that, and then there's a bunch of other miscellaneous things, but mainly the clothing and USB-A, not a converter, because I have the USB-C converter to USB-A, which I thought, sure, $20 for USB-C to HDMI, no big deal. It'll convert, hopefully. I'm still gonna find a use for it. It's just not as didn't just work automatically. There's no way to get it to work. I mean, yeah, there might be a converter out there. And imagine I buy a bunch of different converters and I find the one that just works. I'd get real frustrated. Imagine a whole video series about that. Oh wait, we can upgrade. Hold on. Technical ability. Focus was on body. Yeah, I want to get 3 more points to 20. Okay. These are all locked unless I unlock these ones. I need to get a blunt weapon. I think that's something we're gonna focus on. Yeah. We can just refund it. Swords and blunt weapons, man. We're going all out. Well, that guy just rolled real slow. How did he do that? Seriously. That was amazing. It's like a freaking slow-mo.
Oh, fuck your body!
Yep. Yep. Even my roommate has a better laptop than me. What? I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make this little shabby little thing work. But that's the satisfying thing, is taking something that shouldn't run good and making it run good. I literally have built so many memories and videos off of that simple fact. I took a GTX 1050 and a 4-core locked 3 gigahertz CPU and made it do things that almost nobody can really accomplish performance-wise in a game or whatever the heck they're trying to do for even productivity. And I am proud. Like, I'm so proud that I was able to do that. And I still have it, running that way. And it's even better now because I've learned so much of the things that I did that were working and have made adjustments. Like, I'd say my tutorial now would be trimmed down, but there would be new stuff, slightly. Mainly talking about like quick CPU, how to increase the voltage, how to increase the power draw for your CPU, how to balance that, how to use a non-official, okay, let's say it has the same connector, but it's a different power supply for your laptop. How to manage that to be able to split in half and know how much power you can allow the CPU to theoretically draw. And that's also what's kind of driving me nuts right now, is that the GPU can theoretically draw 50 more watts that it's not right now. And I don't know what the performance is going to be when I finally disable Optimus. Finally just knock that bitch out. Because that's a forced feature. It's forced so that you can save battery power, but there's no battery. We're on AC right now, completely plugged in. So if the power goes out, we're fucked. But I turned it off because I wanted all of the performance I could get. So in BIOS, I enabled AC mode. And no matter what you do, you can't turn off Optimus. It's not necessary. So you need to it's also it's stuck. Okay, so it's not just forced, it's actually physically stuck on to allow the integrated graphics processor to manage your frame rate. And there's nothing to switch it unless you have a built-in Mux switch, and you can switch on and off in BIOS, or driver software feature made by the manufacturer. So it doesn't exist. I did do one thing that I don't want to do again, was downloading a Optimus driver that was not made for the laptop, and I was actually able to disable Optimus briefly. I tricked the computer thinking it was a different computer, and I saw my frame rate go up by like 15 FPS, and I was like, there is a way. That drove me nuts, because there is a way, but it was such an unofficial, shoddy experiment that I'm not going to do it again, because guess what? It corrupted my video driver. It made it where some of my games were forced to only use integrated graphics, and some of my games would use dedicated graphics. So I was getting more power draw and crashes too. So it's just, it worked, but it didn't. It was not a surefire way. So flash forward. The only thing I know that people can get working is the USB to HDMI. And I'm willing to spend $40 to $50 on a really high quality adapter if I have to, because I want it to stay consistent. I want this thing to just be solid. Going forward, we can, you know, mess around with that. Heck, if it's high quality enough, we could try overclocking it as it is an external display. We could try to push it to 120 hertz and see what it does. I'll buy a new one. Fuck it. I'll waste money for this. For the sake of your entertainment and what we learn from the fact whether you can push it is, because guess what? I've overclocked my capture card to 120 hertz because it has 1080p pass through to 120. So I locked the 1080p mode and pushed it to 120. It's not entirely an overclock, but it is pushing it to its maximum. So I did do that, and it really helped, but kind of no point now if I have a 60 hertz output and have a 120 hertz capture card. We might as well just stay at 60 hertz. Alright, enough jibber jabber glibber glabber talk about computers. We got a mission right next to us. Let's go. Let's go, fam. Got all the glam. I didn't catch the tram without the mod. They got the tram mod. Should get that. That'd be fun.
Balance keeps Night City alive. Without it, we'd all be at each other's throats. Corps, gangs, mercs, everyone. And where do fixers fit in? If one side starts to get too much power, a fixer can help tip the scales toward the other, discreetly. Think about it. Balance keeps Biz from running.
Whoa, see it bleeds
anyway,
over.
Why the lecture?
Outside, it's like it's coming off.
Because it's time for a little
That's
intervention.
weird.
Check the attachment.
The game's graphics, even at like low. Here's my graphics settings. Hold up. It's still impressive looking on these settings. Like these are resolution settings that are set to low, and then there's some that are set to high and some that are set to medium. Medium to high to low. This is as optimized as you can get for decent visuals. And I can't settle anymore. I've tested each setting. I've dialed and compared visually each one, and this is just where I can accept the game. Sure, I can accept it at higher settings. I've played it at high settings. But here's the thing. I didn't really enjoy it any more than I enjoyed it on my laptop. It was the same. At least gameplay, it just didn't matter. But yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Settings are not all that, but the game looks good. It just does.
Yo, we're back for
And we're at 1600 by 900.
What up, Night City?
Reach the back of the
Feel
store.
really
Then no one's mad at me,
Professor
so let's just kind of do that.
And if you haven't seen it, feast your
Wait your turn.
Okay. Yeah, buddy. Here. Please. Please. Let me just loot the place, okay? Okay, thank you. What? Oh, okay. I just want all your random trash.
Perfect for those who put personal safety first.
Should be a song lyric. I want all your random trash. Give it to me.
They even throw in their high sensitivity automatic defense reflexes for good measure.
I'm not seeing any stuttering in the stream. I'm really happy right now. I cannot tell you how happy I am.
Are available for every ordinary night citizen, as long as they got
What?
pockets. Thanks for tuning in today, my tunes.
Oh,
And remember to
I thought it
keep
just
on
auto opened because I was standing. Is it because I'm standing on it? No. No. Yes! Yes, it does auto open because I'm standing on it.
Mr. Whitey here. Drop that milk-toast kibble
Okay.
and rush to the nearest store for a taste of
First-
sweet, clean speed. Cause life is too short to be
Okay.
slow.
I go on there. Hello, can you? I can go right through it then.
Slaughterhouse.
Huh?
Satisfy your instincts.
Okay, that's stupid. I don't care. Stupid stuff I'm worried about.
3 million copies. In the Shade of an Apple Tree is a drama set in 20th century Ireland and is already considered a masterpiece
Oh,
of
you know what I could
post-war
say
literature.
when I get
This
blunt
has been your
weapons?
World
I'm a
Report.
really
Thank you
blunt
for tuning in
person.
to
Oh
N54
yeah,
News.
I can say that now, and it actually kind of is a fact. I'm so blunt. I'm so, you know, confrontational. Yeah. Let's go to the bath. No! I don't want to see my reflection. Ugly. Actually, no. My character's not ugly. Very much not. Watch. I'll show you. I'll prove it. Right here. Right now. See? Looks like I'm still wearing sunglasses. I tried to literally make her as hot as I could. I really put a lot of work. And I have not changed her for 3 years. This has been my save. No, it's been 4 years. I've had this save for 4 years. Okay. She's beautiful. Is that a first aid? Wait, is it first aid? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need bandages. No, I need bandages after looking at her for too long. She cuts me just from, like, her edginess. I was gonna try to open this door. Yes. This bathroom needs a good scrubbing. It really does. And probably a torch. Just a good flamethrower. Probably would fix a lot of its grody-ness. Yeah. Oh, hey! Hey, buddy. Hope you don't get a fever there. Burning up. That was it. We got the loot. That was really easy. Of course it is. And we're at max difficulty. Like, I'll prove that too. Hold on. I gotta be able to prove everything I say. I can't just say something and then... Actually, we're not. Hold on. Should I? Is the question. No aim assist, and just put on very hard because this game is still too easy. We're gonna do that. I think. Yeah, let's do that. Get him. Yeah. Hold on. That's it. That's it. If it breaks the mission, that's fine, because I'm tired of this game being this easy. We're officially going forward very hard mode.
New episodes every Wednesday.
Ultra real grittiness. Kill me in 2 shots mode. Hopefully. I don't really know what that looks like. I've never seen it or played it. Well, yeah, we've reached a point. Things are just too easy. I thought the game would start scaling on hard a bit more.
Excellent. Equilibrium sometimes demands sacrifices. Contract closed.
Alright. Can I drink this? Like, weirdly, that color and the aquaness. I can't explain what this is in words. I really can't. It just looks like I need to drink it. A green liquid. It looks like flubber. You know what that is. That movie was weird though. The one with Robin Williams, not the original. It's like watching the original Willy Wonka and then watching the Tim Burton Willy Wonka and then going, well, one of them is really weird and one of them is just a classic. That's the first time they even used like rigid, no, what is it, like body motion animated liquid, like in a movie. That was actually them experimenting for other CGI films and other games, was showcasing it in a movie called Flubber, which was portrayed by Robin Williams as a doctor, or a scientist. I didn't know that they were trying to show off liquid simulation using a
New
movie.
episodes every Wednesday at 10.
Like, hey, it's really cool. People like it. Like, I don't know. But now it's just like, whenever we have a showcase for new features, it's like, it's more toned down. It's more just kind of a, all right, here's the thing. Here's ray tracing. We just improved it slightly. Here's 3.5 DLSS. Because that is essentially what ray tracing is. It's integration of CGI quality graphics that have been compressed, computationally and visually, using denoising effects and all that stuff. So, this is the crazy thing. I kind of always knew CGI in movies and games would eventually merge. I just didn't really understand like how that would work, but I kind of like had that thought. And it's kind of like the whole water on the floor. I just kind of knew like people are gonna push these two types of entertainment, mediums, and bridge them eventually, and make VR, which was virtual gaming, somehow being inside a game and making it feel like you're in a movie. Fast forward to 2020, we get this game, which is essentially what that is, except you have to get VR as a mod. but every new piece of technology that's invented for NVIDIA, that is related to ray tracing, their DLSS, everything gets put into this game. Every time. They'll take the engine apart, put it back together if they can, to get this feature integrated. I think that's really interesting. You know, and even the back burner stuff where it's just AMD catching up. Oh wow, it is really difficult. I just ran up, tried to jump these guys. That was awesome. When they're trying to catch up to NVIDIA using a more simplified method, you know, it's like they're trying to help the community more than they're trying to serve, you know. Trying to be like, hey, we're the best showcase of, you know, next generation tech. No, they're taking next generation, slightly dumbing it down a bit more, and making it very performance friendly instead of, you know, when NVIDIA's not trying to make things performance friendly. I'm not saying that. It's just AMD is really in control of consoles. You know, the Steam Deck, PlayStation 5, Xbox. So when you have an AMD processor in every single one, and I'm using an AMD processor right now to process this stream, and I'm saying it performs really well, and it's affordable compared to an alternative that runs just the same, that costs $200 to $300 more, you start questioning, you know, I'd say moral values in
equilibrium sometimes
trying to think.
demands sacrifices.
The economy, like actual PC economy of how much a processor should cost for what it's actually made of. And I even say AMD knows how to optimize their choices for component pieces to allow them to, because they'll build a chiplet that's made of many modular pieces, and if something doesn't work, they can just cut it off and make it a slower processor. So they'll take out one of the nodes or the parts of the CPU and then just re-release it as a 5th gen or a 3rd gen, and that creates less e-waste. I don't know if Intel's getting on that. I haven't looked that up. And they do the same thing with their graphics cards. Hence why they're able to make stuff so cheap or affordable. And another reason I know AMD isn't pushing their cards as hard as NVIDIA is because they're trying to reduce the chance of failure in their cards. So it's like, here's where we know we can push this card, but we know we're gonna let you overclock the crap out of it. So at your own discretion, you can push this GPU to its absolute limit, out the butt or whatever. You can do whatever the heck you want, but that's not on them. But NVIDIA, they'll say, okay, we're pushing this to its highest performance, and it's on us. So there's a different approach to marketing, production. And I didn't want to admit this. Years ago, I was like, no, I'm never going to switch to AMD. I'm never going to do that. But I'm considering it. I'm definitely considering the thought of trying out a 7800 XT for that price. I mean, that card, I thought I saw something like, it was not the 6900 XT. Like 400, but I might be totally off. And that's like, is it like a 3080 is like a lot? It's like compared, I might be way off. Hold on, let me do some research. XT or XTX? Yeah, it's like $500 for a 7800 XT right now. And let's look up the comparison of a 7800 XT versus 4070. So the 4070 is like neck and neck. So that's what we're looking at here. What about the XTX? So we're not talking about a 4080 or 4080 Ti or whatever. I don't think they have a 4080 Ti out. Oh, they have a 7900 XTX. Hold on. See what their best flagship card can do. It's 6% faster than a 4070 Ti. 7900 XT. Okay. That's $800 for a 7900. 4070 is definitely under 800 or above $800. It's definitely a massive difference here. I could just pull up all of this stuff, but I'm just telling you from what I see on my phone. You gotta take my word for it, because this is RTX 4070 Ti. You know, it's actually about the same price. It's about the same price. For 4070 Ti. That's not a triple fan. Hold on. Yeah, triple fan is like $800. But the 7900 XTX is better. And that's not even overclocked. I know that Nvidia's cards, when you overclock them, there's less headroom. There's just less you can do to push its hold on. Clock speeds, but that's by design. They're meant to be very power efficient and, you know, consistent cards. Also, I know one thing is the frame pacing feels better on an Nvidia card, but if you don't care, which most people don't, you're not sensitive to that stuff, you're not gonna worry about, you know, frame pacing as much. I remember when they were releasing or doing BIOS overrides for 5th gen AMD cards. And they were, even AMD said, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and put a BIOS that's not made for this card. Give it abilities and features that the higher end card has to give yourself a 20% performance increase. I'm like, what? The company is telling you? Doesn't that make them liable? It should make them liable. Alright, we're gonna start being more careful here because very hard is very hard, obviously, now. You know, duh. Go figure. See if we can take out any generic thugs and not die. Let's do that. Because I don't want to die anymore, but... Where were those guys? Dang. That's a new sound. I didn't hear the cracking as much when you drop. You can actually hear it more distinctly. Let's just steal this car. Wasn't it that I don't remember exactly which card it was. I just know that they released BIOS, like a BIOS hack, and the card having a dual BIOS was actually the safety feature. In case something goes wrong, you could just quickly switch back to the original BIOS. And that got me into BIOS flashing 70 GTX 750 Ti 700 series NVIDIA card. That's what I'm trying to say. And I did that. I pushed the clock speeds as high as I could until they were unstable. The power limit was set to as high as it could go. And I saw at least a 25 to 30% performance increase, which was pretty big. And it pushed it above its class, and it made it a very gaming capable card at 1600 by 900 at like low to medium settings in most games. Older titles could run just fine. So yeah, I mean, now that I know you can BIOS flash older cards, but then NVIDIA eventually locked it, it's kind of like a huge loss that they don't allow that for their cards. Because imagine like what people might be able to do, you know, being able to release that, but you can't. And I was actually going to try to BIOS flash my GTX 1050 on the laptop, and I tried. I tried to get the desktop like BIOS, and it just didn't work, which is really dangerous because the desktop power draw is much higher. And if you don't have, you know, the right, you know, because the board, it's not made the same. Capacitors are different, memory's different, the clock speed, everything. It's like you're really playing with fire here. All right, let's save. Let's take out this generic camp of dudes.
You're in.
Come on. Oh, I'm dead. That was not easy, literally. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm definitely an idiot. Let's try going back down. Let's compare. I'm gonna take a nap soon. I'm gonna have to end the stream in a minute. I just want to talk about random stuff. I know. How exciting. Yeah, I might have to just stick with my...
I tear you apart, hear me?
Come on! I said come on! Come at me, whore!
Не надо! Я не... I'll make it quick for you!
Not God tier level I wish I was.
Come at me if you think you're hard. Take it down, press. Take you down myself.
Yeah, I'm actually at that rock bottom stage of holding the gun steady because there's no aim assist. I really just want to aim properly and do the best I can with it. Oop. I fell forward at least, it wasn't back. This is the Archangel, Johnny Silverhand's gun, and it's still decent. I guess since the updates, they made it more powerful. Like everything, his weapons, his gear, is still more powerful than like other stuff, which is cool. Like I'll use his gear. I'm not really worried about, you know, looking good just because a gun does a cool effect. More damage is more damage. I don't think there's a lot of guns in this game that... I mean, there's a few that stand out. It's not like Borderlands 3 level, like Insanity. Borderlands 3 has some really cool guns. That's another thing is, the reason that game was crashing is because of the forced integrated graphics processing. So if I turn that off, I'm hoping I can actually run that game permanently now and stream it and be able to play with my friends. Not be upset about the fact that it won't run for more than 2 hours. Without crashing. And I got used to it after a while. That's what turns me nuts. I just kind of accept that it'll crash, whatever. Nah, I'm done.
Your rotting corpse!
That's really inappropriate. I don't think you should do that. You might contract disease from me.
Fucking juice!
Yeah. Necrophilia is not a recommendation at all, but teach their own. Whatever floats your boat, gets you out of your depression. Just don't include me. I'll literally come back from the dead saying, "What are you doing? Stop. Please, get some help." I should just say, like, because you said that, you deserve to die. I'm sorry. No matter what you say after that, there's no redeeming yourself. Going to hell. I don't know why I'm like checking over if there's anybody else, but yeah, I think Very Hard really lives up to its name. Most definitely. Yeah. Got a bunch of guns to sell. Oop, oop. Oop. Stop. That's an old classic. Stop in the name of love before you break my heart. it all over. We got this. Does this count as a blunt weapon? Like, I think it should, right? Chain sword. Oh. Now I want to look for something really high quality. That's going to be the future goal. We're going to look for the best blunt weapon we can get our hands on. Oh my gosh, no. Hold on. Hey, V, you want to wear some normal female shoes? Oh. Wow. That's just horrible. These are also horrible. These are the only shoes I'm gonna wear for now. Yeah. Those pants. How do I still have those? Am I not allowed to get rid of them? You're not allowed to get rid of them. No, I can't. Wait, hold on. Johnny's pants. Johnny, your pants are ugly. Yeah. Which one were the... I gotta figure it out. I'm stupid. I'm stupid! Team captain. Okay. Then there's just Johnny's shoes. We'll keep Johnny's shoes. They're not the worst. I just don't like the pants. I really don't like the pants. I know, like, sue me, get mad, throw a fit, break a hole in the wall if you have to, but I'm not keeping them. Tried them on too many times. Alright. Well, I say everything's good in my life, and I hope your life is great, and the test went great, and our stream is not complete shit. That's good to know. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking in your face in here and, I don't know, observing from an outside perspective. I'm just saying more weird stuff in a weird way. But yeah. I'll see you later. I literally knew this was going to be around 2 hours. I literally knew it. I didn't even look at the time. I just had a feeling that roughly this should be like a short 2 hour stream. Alright. I'll see you guys.